Gul'dan versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. Your soul.
Like it or like it, yeah. That's more accurate. How could you dislike being a member of the Boof Pack? You can't. Okay, so it's a Crystology deck. We'll just go ahead and get more cards in hand for Dark Skies, I think. That's probably the best play.
Accidents. They happen, you know?
So, pretty good start here. I have to imagine that Dark Skies will get us a clear on any weird board that he might play soon.
Accidents. They happen, you know?
Converting stored energy.
Interesting, guys. So this will force him to deal at least 7 to the Doomsayer. Though I'm getting kind of worried that Dark Skies isn't gonna cut it anymore. Oh, thank you, Ghost. Yes. If you guys are interested in getting an @here notification every time I go live, then you can join the Discord. At which point you will get an @here notification every time I go live. So there is that. Easy sellout. Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Thank you, Ghost, for the shout out there. And even more important than the Discord, guys, is the YouTube. If you guys are interested in wild Hearthstone YouTube content, or if you just like me, then please consider subscribing, liking the video, all that stuff, because it helps me out. So, yeah.
Side effects? No.
Unsubscribe and dislike? Hey, that is ban talk right there. I'm down, but I don't be on there much. Yeah, I mean, just a sub and a like helps out.
All charged up. What's the flight plan? Shields off. Red alert. Shields off. Red alert.
Two, 4, 6.
This will be a mercy.
Nice. Godfrey putting in work here. And we still haven't had to use a single Plague of Flames, which is super strong, because that's our secret weapon against Paladin, really.
What's the flight plan?
Unity. Precision. Perfection.
I'm glad to have a bunch of new vids to watch. Hey, yeah, thank you.
Mind if I roll need?
Remind me what it does again? It's this card right here. And it's quite good against paladin because they play minions that are big and hard to clear otherwise. And we play cheap minions that are easy to play and make this card very strong.
Reporting for duty.
I hope you like my invention.
Very powerful. I must concur. Stealth Fangs, hey, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by.
Protocol 7 engaged.
Reporting for duty.
So we're going to manipulate Zephyrs into giving us what we want by playing it when we have 4 mana left. So that means we have to spend 6 mana. Actually, alternatively, we could just get BGH here. And BGH is good enough, so...
I've got the beast in myself.
You're sure?
Oh, the Divine Favor top deck. I don't think it matters, though, to be honest. I don't think that 7 mana of anything can really stop us here. Because we've got the double discount on Mecha'thun, so it's actually not crazy to just win the game next turn. I think it's actually possible. Alright, see you later, Kurchowski. Thank you for the sub, the gift sub, and the boof pack donations. Appreciate all that.
Oh, if you're sure.
So check this out. I think we win, guys. I think we win.
I'm almost out of cards.
So we have 1 card left.
Mind if I roll need?
Got him. Let him win? No way, dude. He's playing Mech Paladin. Maybe we'd let him win if he was playing something a lot more fun, but Mech Paladin does not make the cut.
Gul'dan versus Hazelbark.
Oh man.
Here for a lesson.
This new druid is so scary.
Soul shall be mine.
Let me see what Chiosena plays. It's combo druid. Haven't played Hearthstone in like 3 seasons. This deck looks fun to hit legend. It definitely is. Yeah, I'd say this is a pretty good choice. Our whole goal is just to draw, so, I mean, Loot Hoarder seems good enough. We don't really need to do anything else all game, we just need to draw. So. The tree Monka S. It's a scary ass tree for sure, guys. The emotes are crazy too, if you guys haven't seen the emotes on him.
Mind if I roll knee?
Okay, if we can draw Mecha'thun, then we can play Emperor. I don't think he would slow play, yeah, that makes sense.
I hope you like my invention.
The end is coming!
What must be discounted with Emperor in this deck? You have to hit Blood Bloom so that it costs 1, and Mecha'thun so that it costs 9. You don't need to discount Cataclysm. Just Mecha'thun and Blood Bloom.
I hope you like my invention.
I want to hear the emotes. Alright, I'll get him to emote, chat.
Free of that blasted tower! Happy feast of winter there.
Oh, it's so creepy.
You shouldn't wake the trees, child. Still half asleep, it seems.
By the power of Ragnarok, I have
Monka S? Dude, he's so creepy. He's so creepy.
Ah, yes. Delightful. Thank you, dearie.
Deary, Jesus.
Mind if I roll knee?
Have enough mana.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Still half asleep, it seems.
Unity. Precision. Perfection.
So we're really drawing here. And then Solarium means that once we get to the bottom few cards, we can just Solarium them. Yeah, it's kind of cool that we got the combo early and discounted it. Normally with this deck, it's like we have so much draw that we're not concerned about just throwing our draw away. But honestly, in this matchup, guys, it seems like we might run into some trouble. Like, we are kind of running low on draw here. A little bit. So
Hey, give me that!
we've got 1, 2, 3, and then we need a 4 to defile it down. Or we could not do that.
Primitive.
And then just Mortal Coil. One of the last guys.
This might sting.
Yeah, this is good. We have runic eggs left with Plague of Flames. If we really run low on cards, I don't think it's bad to Solarium and just look for the runic eggs so that we can play them and then kill them off somehow. Yes, we like the element of surprise with Solarium, but it's not like that important.
Side effects? No.
I'm almost out of cards. I'm almost out of time.
Your wish is my suggestion.
We are friends now.
It reminds me of that mini game in Final Fantasy VII with the little guy in the arcade. I can't recall the name at the moment. I have never played any of the Final Fantasy games, so I actually don't know about that. Unless he's got basically the Giga Nuts, like just naturally drawing into the full combo, we definitely win.
My thoughts are plagued.
Do we run UI?
Your soul is in my struggle.
Oh, he stole the hand, but...
You win. I can rest now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but Mecha'thun is just the faster combo, so it's gonna win every time. I love Brightwing's voice line. Yeah, he's so friendly.
Watch your back.
Your soul shall be mine.
Plague is good against Rogue. She better or worse in Wild? Brightwing? Brightwing's gotta be worse in Wild, because a 3-mana 3/2, no matter what it does, just doesn't really cut it. Unless it does something, like, absolutely insane. It's just not good enough stats on curve. And yes, there are better Wild Legendaries, but there are also worse Wild Legendaries, to be fair. So higher variance means it's also worse for that reason? Thank you, dearie. What's up, Shiawasena? Good game out there. I actually gave up the combo druid myself for the exact reason that was on display that game. It just doesn't beat Mecha'thun. Mecha'thun's too fast, and so it pushes out literally all other combo decks. It's unfortunate, and I wish it weren't the case, but it is. But yeah, GG's, and thank you for stopping by.
Too soon.
I hope you like my invention.
If we could find Dark Skies, Doomsayer, like, those are the real cards. Defile. Those cards really help us beat Odd Rogue. A Plague of Flames is good, but it's not the only card that we need. Because if he just plays a bunch of cheap dudes, then we're not really in a great place to clear all the cheap dudes with Plague. So we found Doomsayer. I just want to be mana efficient and play the Kobold.
Halt! Who goes there?
If that's his only play, then we get a Plague of Flames, which is good. If we could draw a Runic Egg would be better than tossing the Mistress, but we'll do what we have to.
Side effects?
Mind if I roll knee?
So we have Thalnos Defile, and Doomsayer, and Ziliax. Pretty good. Just have to see what order he plays everything in to know what to do, though. Like, we don't really have a set play that we're guaranteed to play next turn. Like, if he doesn't play all that much, then Doomsayer's strong. If he plays a lot, then maybe Thalnos Defiles it. We'll see.
So many options.
Mind if I roll knee?
I don't think Doomsayer was good enough because Doomsayer's not likely to stick, so yes, it eats 7, but it's not like a convincing play, especially if he has 1-drops in hand, then he just plays them with Magic Carpet. Really, we want to set up for like a blowout Thalnos Defile. That would be the ideal play, but we're also not in that much trouble either. I guess we'll just have to see.
Mushroom power!
So Thalnos Defile wouldn't really kill anything here. Next turn, Godfrey is definitely enough.
So many possibilities.
So we could Ziliax just to make sure that we get in some guaranteed heals. And then play Godfrey next turn.
Unity, precision, lethargy.
Takes 2 off board. He still does have a lot on board, but if Godfrey clears, it doesn't really matter what he plays next turn. And I really can't imagine him playing a set of cards that Godfrey doesn't clear. Like, I don't even think it's possible. Because the only thing that we're worried about is because this is a 5 to 6, the Magic Carpet. This guy is a 7 to 8. And then this guy is probably going to trade into Ziliax, so it'll be a 1. So he just needs to play the 3 to 4, which seems incredibly likely. I don't know, though.
I wonder. Choose soon.
It's actually just what we needed.
This will be a messy killing.
Well, that kind of blew him out. Godfrey's been incredible, the 2 games that we've played him, so I see why Memnarch added Godfrey back into the list. Though, we are kind of struggling for heal. Not gonna lie.
To no good? Me too.
I hope you like my invention.
What has vermin?
Your presence offends me.
So we still have, in order to get all the duplicates out, we have to find a Dark Skies, a Runic Egg, and a Mortal Coil. Runic Egg and Mortal Coil cycle, which is good. Yeah, we are taking a fair amount of damage here. I mean, we can just play more Doomsayers next turn, but I don't think tapping is super safe right now. I mean, he is only hitting us for 2 through the Doomsayers, but if he just gets us within Leroy range, obviously we're in a lot of trouble.
How about a mirror? How about
Yeah, and he can do that too, to be fair. We'll Plague this. Or will we Dark Skies?
the end is coming?
We hunger for vengeance.
Do we tap? He's played Miscreant and he's played 1 Lackey. So we can reasonably assume Shoot Lackey. Like, it's not that crazy to assume Shoot Lackey. In which case we don't want to tap, but also if we don't tap, then we don't really get a good chance to draw into Reno and healing.
I'm almost out of time.
Alright, I'll tap. I'll tap. It's a bit risky, but it makes sense. Like, if he's got Leroy Shoot Lackey, then we lose. But if he has anything else, then we're fine. Well, fine is a strong word, but he could just draw into active Reno. Blood Bloom Cataclysm. No tap here. No tap. Just Leroy's enough now. He had been hovering the card that he's about to play for a while.
Goes there.
Okay. Interesting. So he's got a lackey that buffs. It's either rush or taunt. Neither actually does enough against us.
So many options.
I don't know if tapping is right, but if we don't tap, then we can't draw into it next turn. Then we can't draw into an active Reno. So we could actually get Mortal Coil and just win the game here. Ah, okay. I'm sure that's well played. Not dead yet? Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's hasn't played anything yet indicates that he doesn't have it, because Corbett's not the type to slow play it. I just kind of assume that they have it at this point. It's kind of crazy that he doesn't have Deckhand, Shoot Lackey, or Leroy. But apparently we're still in it somehow. All we need to find is Mortal Coil. I mean, that's not that hard. It becomes a little bit harder, though, if he hits face with the weapon, because then we can't even tap. So, in order to activate Reno, it's a 2 and 5 draw. If we can kill Mistress, then we tap again. Solarium gets us there. That's true. Oddrogue doesn't have 2 damage. Pog? It's crazy. He actually did not have 2 damage.
We're gonna be rich.
Your wish is my
I don't know what Zephyr's is gonna give us, but we already got it done here. We're gonna be rich. Dude, Reno already made us rich. We just got there, really. It's simple as that. So, I don't know, we probably just don't play a Solarium here.
Life and hope of world fighting.
Feed the fish, landlubber.
Could just win next turn? How can we win next turn? Solarium here would mean lethal next turn. Yeah. Mortal Coil means the same thing.
How much?
Could have played Solarium there. Yeah, I know. I know we could have played Solarium. This works too. I think this is more safe because we don't take extra fatigue damage. So this is the line in which we take the least amount of damage.
Feed the fish, landlubber.
I see
Dude, Corbett just top decked the game-winning play. I can't believe it. But he just top decked the game-winning play.
You win this time.
Are you kidding me? Of all the cards in his deck, he just drew Lotheb the turn that he needed it. The turn that it won him the game.
Versus Leandrin. My blade burns with holy fire.
Those cards, like Lotheb, are so bad for the game. Honestly. Like, yes, you need combo disruption because the combos are so out of control in Wild, but I don't know. If you have like a single legendary that acts as your complete combo disruption, then you end up with silly situations like that, where the game comes down to whether or not you top deck the right card on the last turn of the game. I mean, I guess it's well played, but doesn't feel very good.
Accidents. They happen, you know?
The end is coming!
That's a good play.
Reporting for duty.
Probably just gonna play something that we can Dark Skies here.
Portals online. Shields off. Red alert.
3, 4, 3. Oh, and he buffs the guy. Okay. Five plus 4 plus 3. Okay, so Dark Skies doesn't do it. But we don't have anything else, so... Yeah, I mean, that wasn't that bad. Killed 2 of the guys. Leaving the mech warper up is particularly, like... It's extra bad, but... I mean, what are you gonna do?
Side effects? No.
Man, I love the number of clears in this deck. It just makes us so favored against Paladin.
Reporting for duty.
So he's got 2 cards. One of them is probably Divine Favor. This plays around Divine Favor best. It invests into board if we need to play Plague of Flames, but it also gets the cards out of hand. Yeah, good read. Saved us a ton there.
Converting stored energy.
DMS GHS, thank you for following. Appreciate that.
Hey, give me that!
Mech Paladin feels so free with this deck. Yeah, I mean, anything on board is super free. Like, we got unlucky, we'll call it. We'll call it unlucky against Odd Rogue there, but, like, just pure, like, on-board stuff loses so badly to us. Like, it's honestly incredible, like, how bad it is.
I hope you like my invention.
We don't have Blood Bloom, so we can't play Solarium. I mean, we could play Solarium if we wanted to stick an Emperor for, like, 2 turns, but... Which seems, like, totally possible at this point, honestly. Okay, so we've got a 3/10 with Wind Fury. So if we just play Ziliax and then don't attack, we have to be in good shape.
You Unity, precision, perfection.
No Plague of Flames, so we can just play minions freely.
Trust me.
If you're sure.
Makes sense to get the damage in. Because he can magnetize a guy, but the magnetize won't stop him from having to get through Ziliax. If he gets another Divine Favor, though.
Unity,
Okay.
precision,
I was like,
perfection.
I was gonna be pretty annoyed.
Reporting for duty.
This might sting.
This will be a mercy.
Using Godfrey like that does suck a little bit, but also it's like, how do we lose from here, really? He's just top decking cards.
Your win. I can
Got him.